Hello and welcome to In the Room with Dr. Joy. My name is Dr. Joy, and this is our very first episode. So, yay! Our very special guest today is Miss Courtney James. How are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for being
Good.
here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. So, tell the audience, who is Courtney James?
Well, I am the part owner of Support Systems of Forsyth County Transportation. We specialize in 3 different types of transportation: medical, employment, and adult education. We do scale back the adult education to junior and senior year of high school to accommodate apprenticeship, LEAP programs, and other type of internships.
Okay, and when did you start the business?
Well, the business originally started in March. We launched March the 21st of 2019. We've been here at the SG Atkins building ever since, and that's where our vans are located and our office.
Okay, and so what was your inspiration? Why did you even start this venture?
Well, Gregory, who is also an owner, he's my husband, so this is a family business. He decided that he wanted a new career. He was having some health issues, and we were just looking for a part 2 to how he was going to, move on with his career. He has a family that is heavily embedded in transportation in the up northern part of the country, in like New York, New Jersey type location. So they were on board with his idea. They gifted us a couple of vans. We got the paperwork straight with the medical, and we took off and launched. However, we did see that there was a slow pickup in medical, so we did the pivot, and that's how we decided to go on to the employee education and education transportation. We found those opportunities with vocational rehabilitation as well as NC Works. So we did a lot of educational and employment transportation centered around Surrey County, centered around Royal Hall, Kernersville, Davidson Community College, which is located in Mount Airy as well as Lexington, and just really found the niche in education transportation as well as employee transportation.
Okay, so you mentioned a pivot. Let's talk about how you were able to pivot during the startup of COVID, the pandemic.
Okay, well, when the startup of COVID first appeared, we were in the middle of educational transportation in Surrey County. Once all of that, the COVID kind of set in and schools and classes started to close down, we decided to pivot. We still had some essential workers that needed employee transportation, but not enough for us to have the current capacity and staffing that we had on board. So we sent some of our staff home to keep them healthy and work on them getting vaccinated. And Gregory James, which is the part owner, took on the bulk of all of the transportation for our essential workers. We not only did that, but we integrated into programs such as the IDA program, and we also bridged with Wake Forest Law Clinic to get some paperwork done surrounding our entity and just surrounding our business and legal dealings.
Okay, so again, my name is Dr. Joy, and I am the director for the Women's Business Center in Winston, Salem. I actually met you when you were working in the beginning with the IDA program and your business plan.
Absolutely.
Can you tell the audience a little bit more about the IDA program?
Sure. So the IDA program is a partnership between ESR and the Economic and Community Development Center here in Winston-Salem. What they do is, you may have heard them largely associated with home ownership, but they also have a program for businesses. So the program starts out with you learning soft skills about your business, budgeting, marketing, strategic planning, and things of that nature, cash flow, cash valuations, how to develop a website, what items need to be on your website. And while you are sharpening your saw in those areas, they also give you the opportunity to save. So every month, you're putting up a savings of at least $100 to $200 per owner, and at the end of the program, you get a match. So if you saved up to $2,000, you get a $10,000 match to go with that $2,000. If you saved up $4,000 because you have 2 owners, you get a $12,000 match. So we were able to save up $4,000, where we will get a $12,000 match and apply those funds to new equipment.
And that's wonderful. So let's go back to the business plan. I know that there's some people who say you don't necessarily need a business plan to get your business up and going, and that may be true, but the business plan itself is a roadmap. So you can see where you are and see where you need to go. How important was the business plan for you in the IDA program?
Well, the business plan, of course, was a requirement. The business plan, as you said, Dr. Joy, is a blueprint. It's basically a navigation system for how your business will run. So it was daunting at first because where do you start? You know you have to have your executive summary. You know you have to have certain items and research. Where do you get that from? So just being embedded with the Small Business Women's Center, I was able to get the feedback that I needed on my business plan to make sure that my business plan answered any questions that anyone who laid eyes on it may have.
And they are able to get a snapshot of your business even before they have a conversation with you, correct?
Absolutely.
And welcome back to In the Room with Dr. Joy. Again, my name is Dr. Joy, and our special guest today is Miss Courtney James.
Hi.
So we were talking about the business plan. So what we have right now is every 2 weeks we're having a write-in for the business plan. And Courtney has shared with you how the importance of a business plan, and one, helping you get funding, and then also to help you just get your roadmap. That's one of the services that we offer here at the Women's Business Center. Again, we offer technical assistance, anything up under the entrepreneurship umbrella. We are your one-stop shop. So, Courtney, tell us a little bit how the services that are being offered here at the Women's Business Center, how that has helped you and your company.
Well, I have been able to secure funding from not only the EIDL program, but also NC Retool. And just being able to stop in and speak with Dr. Joy and just have her peruse some of the documents that I intend to submit and give any feedback. She may do some updates. She may do some corrections to some verbiage. And I found that has been very helpful in staying clear and transparent to the people that I'm presenting to.
Wonderful, and it's been my pleasure. What advice would you have for someone who's maybe thinking about starting a business, not sure what they want to do right now, this second, or maybe have like multiple visions of a business? What advice would you give to someone?
I would absolutely say if you have a nagging feeling about a business, if something keeps you up at night, or you find yourself daydreaming about it during the day, you may have an entrepreneurial spirit. But oftentimes we find it too daunting to get started on our own. So if you come by the Women's Business Center and schedule an appointment with Dr. Joy, she'll be able to give you a roadmap and kind of handhold you through the process of writing a business plan, making sure your business is scalable, and making sure that you're getting that information out to people who may need it. I found it to be very helpful in my business, and I keep coming back for different things, like if I have a new contract or if I have a new grant that I want to apply for. Most of us business people know that this is technically grant season. So if you have a question, if you're pausing on, a part of your grant submission, stop in, speak with Dr. Joy, get some feedback and advice, and it may turn around and you may end up actually being awarded a grant or funding.
Just like you.
Just like me.
Again, the Women's Business Center, we are located at 1922 South Martin Luther King Jr. Drive here in Winston-Salem. Our website is wbcwinston.org. Again, that's wbcwinston.org. We have events that are coming up. We actually have a grant writing series that's coming up. It's a 4-part series, so go ahead. It's free to the public. All of our events are free. So go ahead and go to the website, click on the link, sign up, let us know that you are here, and we welcome you at any time. Again, we have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. Any last words, Ms. James?
No, I just really want to say that it is grant season. There are a lot of things that are happening with agencies and private businesses, American Rescue Grant Funds. This is the place to go. If you're struggling with verbiage, if you're struggling with how to get your message across so that you can be considered seriously for this type of funding, EIDL still has funding. Please stop by the Women's Business Center, whether you're a woman or a man, and get the help that'll help you become successful in getting the funding that you need to carry your business on.
And we are sponsored by the SBA, the Small Business Administration. We partnered with SCORE, the Small Business Center of Forsyth Tech, SBTDC. So a lot of the community organizations, we are partnered with them also. So just know that there is help for you to get to your next level. Thank you for joining us in the room with Dr. Joy. We'll see you next time.
Bye.